Last session, we have completed the discussion called what? While loop. Remember that? So under the loops, while loop, the syntax is explained. And I hope I gave one or two examples. And I gave some example as a homework also, right? So done the homework. And when I was sitting there, some of the most sincere students shown the homework. And some of the girls are trying to show the homework because of some small errors. I said, no problem, try for it. Okay, you will succeed in that. You will definitely get it. Try to show the homeworks. That is a minimum requirement for everybody. If you don't show the homework, I don't come and ask, have you done the homework or not? But you will have a fear also. So Sari is watching, not done homework. We are going to the class without doing homework. Right? So try to do the homework. It's my request for everybody. Complete the homework. Online students also, offline students also feel more responsible. Okay. Now I will move forward. Let me introduce, along with this while loop, I'll introduce for loop also. Let me go to that. And in the looping part, we completed the while loop. And today we are entering into what? For loop I am going to discuss. Okay. Let us start with the for loop. What exactly this for loop is. How it is going to work out. So I am going to discuss for loop here. Simple students. Let us watch this example now. First understand the concept of this looping so that coding can be done very easily. Come in. So first watch the syntax. See students. Now previous class we have seen that syntax of while loop with two varieties are there. One is with normal while and one more is with while else. While else. Here also we are having for loop is there as far as what? For else is also available. Okay. Syntax number one. First I will explain syntax number one. Just watch it. For variable name, you will take your own variable name. How you can take your variable name? Already you know the rules and regulations of variable names. Variable name, I'm writing here, iterable object. Iterable object. Have you heard about iterable object in the class? In the operator called in operator, I told this type of wording. Iterable object. What is meant by iterable object here? An iterable object is one which contains more number of elements. Is called what? Iterable object. Right. Indentation symbol. I will write, indentation. If you do mistake on indentation, you will get indentation error. And it is one of the dangerous error in the class. Okay. If you bring that error to me, I have to verify each and every line. And I have to take delete and then enter key, delete and enter key, I have to do it. So don't do that mistake because keep your cursor and then do the things. So I'm writing one tab space, you use it. I'm writing what? Indentation block of statements. I'm writing indentation block of statement. Block of statements. We will do the logic for it. And we'll put the indentation properly. Symbol of indentation. Block of statements, we do it. Well, and after that, parallel to this line of this, I am writing other statements in the program. Other statements in program. Other statements in program also I am taking up here. See students carefully, how this is going to work out. I mean, how this logic is working out. Iterable object means what? Contain one or more number of elements. Suppose iterable object contains, take an example called list. This list is containing how many elements? 10 elements for example, right? You know list, 10 elements are available. How it is working out, how it is going to taking here. As far as the iterable object is concerned, more number of elements are there. We want to retrieve those elements or we want to do some operation with this list. How you can do it? First, for loop execution starts with first element of iterable object kept into this variable name. I'm explaining the behavior of execution behavior of what? For loop I am going to say. What I'm saying here, for loop executes something like this. The for loop do what you know? It takes the first element of iterable object, keep it in where? Variable name, and execute the indentation block of statement. Next it goes back, take the second element of iterable object, keep it into once again into where? Variable name. Again second time also execute the indentation block. Next third time also, third element also, fourth element also. How many times of elements are there here? So how many times this indentation block will execute? 10 times. Because my iterable object contains how many values? 10 values are there. So iterable objects you can take sequence type, list type. Next is called what? Set type, dictionary type. All such kind of objects are called what? Iterable objects. Those kind of objects are keep it into where? Variable name. Once all elements of iterable objects are completed, for loop execution is completed. For loop execution is completed. It will come out of that and execute what statements? Other statements in the program. Are you able to understand? Other statements in the program. Clear, guys? Well, go to the syntax number 2. Syntax number 2. You will ask a complete question. What is the difference between while loop and for loop? For loop and while loop. What ma? You want to say? Okay, say. Oh, no problem. No problem. Sit down. No problem. I'll explain that. For loop repeats all the elements. Actually, I want to say this difference. You have to listen it. While loop used for preferring to do the operations with non-iterable objects. Non-iterable objects. Like I want to generate 1 to 10 numbers. Of course, I can do 1 to 10 numbers even with iterable objects also. I'll do a lot of examples after this. I can do with the while loop. I can do with the for loop also. I will show both of them again. For iterable objects want to do repeated operations, go for loop. It is my complete advice. Any iterable objects you want to do the operation repeatedly, go for what? For loop. Any non-iterable objects you want to do the operation repeatedly, go for while loop. Both of them are doing the operation, performing the operation repeatedly until our conditions becomes false. Come on, next, let me go to the second syntax here once. Second syntax you will understand. Go to the second syntax. I'm going to take same for variable name. For variable name in where? Iterable objects. Iterable object. I'm writing colon and I'm writing same indentation block of statements. Indentation block of statements will execute how many times? Come on, speak. Up to the number of elements of iterable object is completed. Until the length of iterable objects are completed. After that, it is once iterable object number of elements are over, for loop is becoming false. Coming to where? Else I am writing. Second syntax I am writing. For loop and what? For else I am talking. Else I am writing. And here I am writing what statements? Under this else block of statements I am writing. Else block of statements. Else block of statements I am writing here. See students, else block of statements here. And say after that, other statements in the program also I am carrying. Other statements in the program also I am going to carry. Come on, how this is going to execute again? Same to same. First element of iterable object kept in where? Variable name. Execute it. Second element of iterable object kept into where? Variable name. Again execute. Again execute. Number of times executed. Once a number of elements of iterable objects are completed, it will come to which block? Else block. Else block will execute when the for loop is becoming false. For loop becoming false means what? Number of elements from iterable objects is completed. And it will execute what statement? Else block of statement. How many times? One time. After that, it will execute what? Other statements in the program. Clear or not clear? Right. Let me write here some explanation here. Some explanation I'm writing here. Very, very simple. Look at that. Explanation I'm writing. Watch this example now. Here, first of all, for and else are the keywords. I'm just writing the words. And here, variable name is a programmer defined name you can take. Iterable object also can be any sequence type. The most important thing is here, iterable object. Already I said, once again I am writing, iterable object can be sequence. Sequence means what types I said already? Bytes, byte array. Come on, next is what? Range. Next is called what? str. Next is called what type? List type. Under list, what are there? List and tuple. Come on, next is called what? Set, comma, frozen set. And what? Dict. These are called iterable objects. Well, coming to dear students, next point is how the execution process is. The execution process of for loop is that, now I'm writing, the execution process of for loop is that, I'm writing, is that each element of what? Iterable object. Each element of what? Iterable object. Selected, comma, placed in where? Placed in variable name, and executes what? Indentation block of statements. Indentation block of statements. This process will be repeated how many times? Until all elements of iterable object completed. This process will be repeated. Until all elements of iterable object, iterable underscore object completed. Iterable objects completed. This is a very important discussion. I'm repeating once again. The execution process of for loop is that each element of iterable object selected, comma, placed in variable name, and executes what? Indentation block of statements. This process will be repeated until all elements of iterable object are completed. Right? After execution of what? Indentation block of statements. What is happening in the first syntax, students? In the first syntax, what is happening? Other statements are executing because there is no else block. But in the second syntax, what block is there? Right. After execution of indentation block of statements, PVM executes what? Else block of statements. Which are written under which block? Else block. And later PVM executes other statements in the program. This is a complete behavior of for loop. And the last sentence I am writing else block is optional or mandatory? Is optional. I may write it, I may not write it. See that for loop, I was written it here. Else block is written here. In the syntax number 1, for loop only written. Which block is not written? Else block. So I told yesterday when to write this else block. Else block is recommended for you to write to print some type of results, where I am computing the results inside of where? For loop. Inside of the for loop, I will compute my result. In the else block, I will print the results. And in my logic discussion, you will understand very clearly about the else. Are you understanding? So I hope you are understanding this mechanism of how this for loop is executing. Shall we go for the examples? Yes. Students in the online, is it clear, guys? All of you, is it clear? Can you confirm it once? Good. Now, let us move to the next discussion. Write down. Open the notes. Write a Python program. Write a Python program. Write a Python program which will accept a numerical integer value. A numerical integer value, like yesterday, some questions will be repeating today, because I am doing with what? For loop, which will accept a numerical integer value and generates 1 to n by using for loop. By using for loop. Yesterday we did by using what? While loop. Just to try to look into this place. All of you look into that. And one more point, my dear students, once you see flow chart also, you just see. Flow chart once I want to show you. Right? I just want to show you one small flow chart, students. For loop, I just want to show you just for a minute. You look at this. Flow chart for loop. Entry. This is an entry. For each item in where? For each item from iterable object. For each element from where? Iterable object. From iterable object. Okay. We are taking that. Suppose assume that iterable object contains how many elements? 10. Which element is taken now? First element. Coming to the decision box. Is the element which you are taking is the last item? Is it is reaching to last? No. Which item you selected? First. So is it reached to last? No. No means what? False means what? Execute what block? Indentation block of statements. Going to where? Again back. What is the next? For each item in where? What is an item taken? Second element. Is the second is the last item? No. Again execute. False. Execute. Again execute. Execute. Last 9 elements are over. 10th element also taken. 10th element. Is last item reached? Yes. Again execute. That is nothing but also execute. Last item is there still. After 10 elements, do you have any last item there? No means what? Last item reached means already completed all elements. No more elements are there. Actually, I should say, is all elements of iterable object completed? I need to say, if it is true, why should say what? Execute what block? Else block of statement, and execute what? Other statements in the program. This is a flow actually. Is it understandable, students? So, strictly speaking, this is executed. How much time? Length time of iterable object completed. How many? Iterable object says what? LEN of iterable object. If it is saying 10 times it will execute. 11th time is nothing but the last item reached. No more elements are available. That time it is going to be coming to else block of statements, and then other kind of statements will execute. So let us coming to this program now, try to understand. And in this case, all the data types you must remember, students. Be careful. And today I will take PyCharm here. Today I will do everything in PyCharm. Yesterday I was done. Yesterday everything in where? Edit Plus. So let us go to something like this. I will take to new project. I will take something like a loops. I will take here something like loops. loops kind of examples I am going to deal with it. Now here, go to this place, switch off your video, students. Some of them is giving disturbance for me. So let us close this part. So virtual environment is created. Files is nothing but what? It's a folder for me. There I am going to take. Now let's close this part. Now I'll go to this line. Close this. Go to this place and say right click and then say what? New. And say what here? Python file. So I'm going to take number generation. Already you did yesterday. With what loop you did? While loop. And see that where it is going to be easy to do this. This you can do in two ways. One is by using while loop. One more by using for loop. So number generation example 1.py. Are you able to understand? Yes. Come on now. Follow me. What is that? N is equal to, I am taking int of yesterday's concept. Enter value of n. Without practicing, if you come to the class, it will be a difficult. Which if you practice and come, programming is dead easy. Without practicing, if you come, it is most difficult to continue the sessions further. N less than or equal to what? 0. If it is that case, I already told in the last session only, is what? Invalid input. Is what? Invalid input. Dot format of n. Well, if it is that, else part I am writing. Already if else part already we are perfect. Now I am going to say else part. What should I do now? I need to print 1 to n. That is nothing but n is going to be maybe 5, maybe 6 or something. How do you print? You today using for loop. For variable name. Anything. I. In iterable object. Which iterable object I can take to generate 1 to n? Range. I should take a range. Range data type already completed. If you don't remember the range kind of data type and all, it's difficult for you. Already explained 3 syntaxes. I should generate from 1 to n plus 1 I need to say. N wrong answer. N plus 1. Suppose I want to generate 5. If I write only n, it will take up to, if I write 5, 5 minus 1 it will take. 5 minus 1 it will take. You just observe it. Practically you face it, then you can write. Then I am writing backslash t, I am writing dot format of what? Well, dot format of I. Just try to execute now. It's a plain command I wrote it. Just to try to execute this. So here I am trying to run my code. So say this number generation and asking a line of value. Enter a value here. I am saying minus 5. It is going to give you what? Invalid input. Invalid input. Try to run once again. I am giving the value called what? 0 is an invalid input. Again I am running here. I am writing something like 5. It is going to give 1 to 4 only. 1 to 4 only. That means 1 to, you have written 1 to n. Today I want to write what? N plus 1. N plus 1 I need to say. Now you run this code once again. Enter the value called 5. What is this answer is coming? 1 to 5 is coming. 1 to 5. Suppose if I enter the value called what? 10 values are coming. 10 values are coming. The same code you can write using what also? While loop also. If you open your yesterday's while loop code, it is taking around 4 to 5 lines. But here it is only finished in 2 lines. And once again I am writing else part student. Else. I am just writing here as just writing. I am from, just for your understanding, I am from which block? Else block I am writing. And other statement also I am writing. See the indentation carefully. If you miss the indentation, you cannot execute a single program. That's why I start executing from the beginning. I am from other statements in the program I am writing. Program execution completed. Program execution completed. So I am writing here, program execution completed. Right. Then try to run this code once again. Enter the value called what? 5. See that what is coming. 1 to 5 is coming. 1 to 5. Going to which block? Else block. And then what? So how many times this loop is executing here? 1 to n minus 1. Is it taking first value printed, taking second value printed, third value printed? Is it taking multiple values and printing or not? These many number of values are taken and printed. Able to understand? Yes. So can you write the same thing with other kind of things? Right. Look at that one more example. Write down, open your notes. Write a Python program. Write a Python program. Write a Python program which will accept a numerical integer value, which will accept a numerical integer value and display n to 1 by using for loop. Yes, ma. So come ready. So you want to print something like this. See student, come ready, you want to print like this. You are asking, let me take one doubt window. You want to print, I want to print -5 to 5. Already this was explained in your LKG level only. Where I explained? In data types. In data types I explained. Of course, you may feel it, but when you ask the doubt, I will feel it. Because if you go to this 6 p.m., data types are there. Under that sequence data type, under that range data type, you see, just to try to open it. Under that, you see somewhere else. See how many examples are there. See, Kamireddy, you are asking this question. And here, see this. Exact question is this. See that, Kamireddy. Are you able to understand? This is the one already done in the previous level only. This is the one already discussed in the class. I said what? Important. Right? Yes. Please read the notes. Without reading, without practicing, we cannot succeed in the interviews. That is damn sure. Right. Coming to the point of it, one student came today, who is my 4 o'clock student. 6 friends are there. 6 friends. 4 friends are very regular to my classes. 2 friends are coming monthly, weekly once, and 15 days once, like that they will come. 4 people got job and 2 people came today. Sir, we did not get job, sir. Can you show me the job, sir? I don't have a company to store the job. I gave you a beautiful subject. You need to search, you need to upload, and you will get the job. Where are your 4 friends? I know their friends got the job. And I asked, they are not saying properly. I asked the second time also. Then they are saying, where they got it? They are not saying. I shown them their friend numbers. What they will used to send a message also, WhatsApp message. Because at the end of the sessions, I used to give my number for you. When you get a job, you will message me. So one got a business intelligence analyst, another got a Google space analyst, one is got a data analyzer, one more got Python developer. And these people are still under that only. That indicates what? I asked them, why you did not get the job? To the further discussion. Now I'm going to say, go to this discussion now. I'm going to say, go to this place. Now I want to go for writing. Listen all of you. Listen all of you. I am going to do lot of examples in the class to students. All the online students must be carefully try to listen the class. Okay? Right. This is my advice. Understand this discussion. Right. So n plus 1 already explained in the class. What is that? N plus 1. There are 3 syntaxes are there in the range function. Already explained. Right. Coming to the point of it. Now I am going to introduce this function. What is that? N to 1 I want to go for it. How do you take it? Go to the file name. I will take this. I say Python file name. Number generation, example2.py. I will take my previous example. Some of the part I will take it. Some of this part I will carry. Instead of writing same thing again, I will carry this. Well, what is my discussion? N to 1. How do I write it? Tell me. For I in, not only I, for val in Come on, fast. Range of, I forget. N comma, 1, n comma 0 comma minus 1. So these are all lack of subject, lack of preparation. I already told you n comma 0 comma what? Minus 1. Right? I will print that. Print of what you know? Backslash t, and of course dot format of val. Run this. Say right click, number generation. Say some value called 5, and you are getting 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's what I said. Data types I almost discussed 15 to 18 days. I explained each one in detail. I'm going to use it very like anything in my Python data science. In many of the places, data types are very important. If we forget at this stage, it's difficult for you. So range will contain three syntaxes: range of value, range of begin comma end, range of begin comma end comma step. That kind of step I am using. What is the step value here? -1. So I am using that kind of -1. Understand, guys? Run once again here. I say 10. I say 10. What is this now? Printing 10, 9, etc. It is printing. Understand? Right. Is the for loop is clear? Write down. Next, one more. You do that by yourself. This is what I will just post it. Next, write a Python program. Write a Python program which will accept a numerical positive integer value. Which will accept a numerical positive integer value. And generate a multiplication table by using for loop. Write a Python program which will accept a numerical integer value and display multiplication table by using what? For loop. Possible to do it? Here only same modification I need to do it. A small change I need to do it. Already last class I hope you did, and you can do this. Okay now students? Right. Shall I need to type it or not necessary? Can you practice it? Yes. So write HW there. Adjacent to that HW. You need to do that. HW. Next, write down. Write a Python program. Which will accept a line of text. Important this is. Which will accept a line of text. And obtain every character. From the given line of text. By using for loop. By using which loop? For loop. Okay, students. Please look at students here. What does this indicates? Look at first. Now I am going to do. Yesterday I told you using loop. Which loop I said? While loop. Just observe it. I will open yesterday's notes yesterday's class program. Once I will open it. Coming to this loops here, character generation. This is what is our program is in the last session. Observe this now. Here you see. I understand that each line starts with an index called what? 0. And 0 less than what? Length of that line, and printing that line of I. In that line, 0th index, first index, second index, third index, goes on taking the indexes until it exceeds to its length. Similarly, see, we put a lot of complex logic there. Taking index 0, comparing with the number of letters, that is the length of it, taking the line in that one index value. These are all complex logic you followed. Now, if you follow me carefully, in this place, I'm going to do this. So what I'm going to do, please look at, I take it once again here. What is this now? Char generation example1.py. Char generation example1.py. So I'm saying that, what is this now? Come on, fast. Line is equal to, or some text is equal to, whatever you like it. Some variable name I am using is equal to input of, that's it. Enter a line of text. Enter a line of text. Well, now I'm getting it. Now this line, print. See students, given line is equal to dot format of, yes, very good, text. Just to try to run it once, I'm saying Python, printed Python. I'll run once again here. I'll write once again here. Python is an OOP language. I say run it once again here. Say enter. Printing Python is an object-oriented language. Well, keep it aside. Now I want to go for printing that line, students. Printing every character. Tell me, text is which type? Text is an object of which type? str. str is what? Sequence type. str is which type? Sequence type. So it is called one type of iterable object. How do you write it? For ch in where text. For ch in text. What is the text? For example, understand, Python is my letter, is my word. What is coming the for loop? I said every value of text is putting into this variable. What is the first letter is coming? P is coming in ch. Just print ch here. How simple it is. \t and say dot format of what? That's it. I am not going to put a very complex logic. I is 0, length, if format of it, line of I is equal to I plus 1, such a complex logic. See, while loop is meant for dealing with the non-iterable object values. Any iterability is coming straight forward, go to the for loop, which makes your application development easy. Understand, students? Print of ch of I. Just execute now. Just execute this part here. Enter the data. What I am entering now? Python. See that what is printed? Python. Python. Once again, I am going to run it. I am going to write it here. Python is an OOP language. Something you type it, whatever you like it. So it is going to give you what? All the values are coming like this. All the values are coming. Is AOP or something, whatever the data you have typed it. Is it understandable? So getting the characters using while loop is better. Getting the characters using for loop is better. For loop is always better. Did you understand? Right. So can I move forward a little bit? Yes. Next line. Write down. Slowly we will enter into the little more logics. Write a Python program. Write a Python program which will accept a number from the keyboard, a positive number from the keyboard, and find its factors. Important. Understand? Underline the word factors. See, students, come back to our logic here. Come back to our logic, please. I will take it on paint. Look at all of you. Given number is what? Because logic analysis is important. The main importance of this looping is understanding the logic development. Number is called what? Something like a 10. For this number 10, I want to find out the factors. Factors means they are available within. Factors means they are available within. First of all, factors you don't know, right? Factors do you know or not? Don't know. What is a factor? Number divisible by itself. Right. Stop it, please. Please stop it. Right. So it's my wrong to ask this question. It's by mistake to ask the question. Factors are the digits or the numbers which are dividing the given number leads the remainder as 0. Right? If you say carefully, I will explain that in the class. Right? Don't feel that I am a BTech or may feel. In my mind, you are a small playgroup student. Even if I give one doll also, you will play with it. Okay, now don't feel, sir may feel something. I never feel it because I am seeing from 25 years onwards. Don't feel it. I never feel it. If you say, sir, I don't know, please explain means I will explain definitely. But after I explain, if you do mistake, I will get little emotional and I will say, need to read, understand. What are the numbers are there? How to decide? I am telling the logic. Please follow. 1, 2, I am taking all the things. Don't say anything in the middle. Listen. 4 and then 5 and then say 6 and then say 7 and then say 8 and then say 9 and then 10. These are my numbers. What is my given number? Don't worry. If you don't know, no problem. Let me explain. Not an issue. Right? Let me utilize my mathematics knowledge also as a part of this Python. Because mathematics knowledge is important for the Python teacher, because as a part of data science, which is important for you. Right. Given number is 10. I wrote all the numbers between 1 to 10. Factors means what? I should check. Is 10 divisible by 1? Answer my question. That's it. Divisible means 10 is a given number and you started from 1, 1, 1 10 is 10 is called what? 0. Hence 0 is a factor. Okay. 1 is a factor or not? 1 is a factor. Next, increment. See always in the logic format. Is 10 divisible by 2? Yes. So 2 is the factor. I got a doubt. How you say that yes? 2 5 ja. Yeah, I got a confidence on. Is 10 divisible? This 2 is also factor. Is 10 divisible by 3? No. Why? What is the remainder? So 3 is not a. Right. Cancel it. 3 should not be printed. Next, increment the 4. Is 10 divisible by 4? What is the remainder? Very good. Your very good knowledge is there. Now, is 10 divisible by 5? How? 5 to the remainder is what? So 5 is also. Is 10 divisible by 6? Is 10 divisible by 7? Is 10 divisible by 8? 9 also no. And 10 I should not take. 10 I should not take. Factors means fans to that number. Fans. Everybody is a fan to himself. There is a cinema hero is there. Some of the fans will be there or not. They are called factors. Every person is a fan to himself. So a 10 is not a factor to itself. If any mathematics says that, that is related to that. But according to the Python scientific mechanism, every number is a factor to itself. That is a universal proof. And other numbers other than the same number are called factors. What are the numbers I should print? 1, 2, 5 are called what? And my dear students, one important point to understand, any kind of number is coming in front of you, factors will be there up to half of the number only. Factors will be there up to half of the number. What is the given number? 10. 10 half means, so I should check for only up to 5. It is my time waste to check from next number onwards. Am I correct? Yes. So what are the factors here? 1 is a factor, 2 is a factor, 1 is a factor, 2 is a factor, 5 is a factor, and after the half onwards, nothing is a factor. Last and final, students, I am asking the question. Students in the online, did you understand, guys? Did you understand? Very good. Good. Now keep in mind n is equal to 50. N is equal to 50. Actually, the numbers are from where 1 to 50 I can take it. Actually, 50 I should not check with actually. 1, 2, 1, 2. How many? 50 I am taking. But I will check only up to where? Very good. Very good. I will check up to 25 only. Because from 26 onwards, it is my time waste. It takes more time to continue. It takes more time to execute. So Bhavika used one important word. Time complexity is more. Takes more time to execute that loop. So we should not go for that. That's why logic should be learned perfectly. Factors will be there up to half of the number. Shall we start logics? Can we start the logic now? Yes, sir. Now, please follow. I'm taking my given number is, I'll start the logic. Slowly, I will start my logic. Please tell me, what is my given number, ma? 10. 10. Please format. I can do with while loop also. I can do with for loop also. Better we will go for loop. For I in, come on, range of 1 comma n slash 2. N slash 2. Y slash 2. Half of the number. If 50 is coming, 25. If 51 is coming, don't take 25.1, 25.5. 25 only I will take it. Are you able to understand, students? Yes. So, I will say after that, this is called n by 2, n slash 2. It is taken what? Suppose if you take 10, 1 to what is substituted? 5. If you take 5 there, it will take 5 minus 1. What I will do there? Plus 1 I will write it. Plus 1 I am writing. Plus 1 I am writing. If you are getting a doubt on this range means you should not prepare that range data type. If I write 10 by 2, it is nothing but 5. 5. If I write only 5, it will take 5 minus 1. Only 4 only it will consider. I need to consider 5 also now. Like my previous, I need to write what? N plus 1. Like that I wrote plus 1 also. I hope you understand this. Why I wrote inside the bracket this one? Why I wrote inside the bracket? What will happen if I remove the bracket? No problem, because it will give high preference for double slash. Later preference will be given for this. First it will give you division. Later it will be. For safe side is concerned, I just wrote first evaluate what? N slash 2 and add to it. I hope you are understanding this logic. Students in the online, is it understandable, students? Come on, Shreya, correct ma'am. Now, it is called floor division, this is. Already floor division explained or not? Yes. Now you start. Here I am writing if I am writing n percentage I double equal to 0. Double equal to 0. Print of what? Print of percentage backslash t. Dot format of what? Dot format of what? I. Dot format of I. Finished. Over. And don't think that by after writing, don't write else. That is called some different knowledge. Else I am not interested to do it. Start the value now. What is the value of n? For range in 1 comma 5 plus 1 is called what? 6. N 10 slash 2 means it is called 5. 5 plus 1 means what? 6. Come on, what is the value of I is in I? 1. N is what? N is what? N is how much? 6. My dear students, so difficult with you. Very difficult. Look at. So what you have studied, I don't know. Still I am getting a doubt on you. A is equal to 10. A plus 1, how much? What is the value of A? 10. If you don't know such a small basic, how can you survive? 10. I'm just printing that. I'm just displaying. If I write once again A is equal to 12, A plus 1, it is called 13. A is equal, A I am writing, still A is 12 only. If I write A is equal to A plus 1, Now it is A is called 13. You print A any number of times, it is printed. Such a small basics, if you don't follow, how can you? Okay, no problem. You practice, I am saying. Without doing anything, we cannot get. Because don't feel that sorry saying daily this. Because if you say something wrong like that, I have to, it's a time problem to continue this. So n by 2, what is this value? In this place only it will substitute what? In this place only it will substitute 1 comma what? 6. Still n is what only? 10 only. Come on, n value how much? 10/1. 10 percentage 1, 0. 10 percentage 1. I just wrote just now. 10, 1, 10. What is this now? 0. 0 is equal to 0. True. Printing what? 1. Go to the next. Go to the next. What is the value of 5? Next value? 2. Print. N value how much? 10. I value 10 percentage 2. 10 percentage 2. 0. 0 is equal to 0. True. Print what? Print what? 2. Next going to where? I value going to 3 kaadu. Going to for loop. Going to 3. Going to for loop. What is the value of I? 3. 10 percentage 3. 1. 1 double equal to 0. False. Go to for loop again. Because if is written inside the for, what is the value of I? 4. 10 percentage 4. False. False. Go to where again? For loop. What is the value of I? 5. Because 1 to 6. 5 is the last. 10 percentage 5. True. Print 5. Go to the for loop. It reaches to 6. False. Out of it. And execute other statements in the program. This is the best logic. Right? So what I am using there? After all for loop, after all range data type, after all operator, which I said this. Let us go to the program now. Let us go to this PyCharm. I would like to continue. Let us go to the next place here. I am printing that factors. Factors example. Factors example dot py. See the students now. So program for generating factors for a given number, given positive number, start with a is equal to or n is equal to int of input of, come on, start with input of enter a number. Well, that number should be positive. I should write always this validation spot. Print of, I should say, is what? Invalid. Dot what? Format of what? N. Well, coming to what next? Else. Coming to else. What should I do in else spot? I should say factors decision I am going to make. So how do I do that? For I in range of 1 comma n /2 plus 1. For the safe side, let it be keep it. You can understand if n percentage I double equal to 0, say what? Print of \t dot format of what? I. Dot format of I. Say this. It is completed. So I can write here print of factors. I'm just writing factors for, I'm writing is equal to dot format of what, students? N. I'm just writing like this. As a part of else part also. For loop else part also I'm writing. See how I'm managing this indentation. Once you start working with indentation, you will not get a single mistake. If you are working only first time or second time, so many errors will come and you will get dislike to work with Python. Because we are not managing every day. So once you started doing daily, it is very simple. See that I wrote here this one and I wrote here, not here, not here, not here only. I did not write here. I did not write. And Python will give you clarity in this case. Else is maintaining some milestones are there. Are you observing this? Right. That is very easy for you to work with it. Let's run this code. Run. Enter the given number. I say -5 is invalid input. Next is run with this. Again you say 10. So what are the factors? 1, 2, 5. 1, 2, 5. Again you run it. Say something like 25. Again you say 50. 50. See students, 1 is a factor, 2 is a factor, 5 is a factor, 10 is a factor, 25 is a factor. And next I will go for 22. 22. What is the factor? 1, 2, 11. Factors will be how many? Half. I can, without half also I will remove. I will go to my program. See students, I will happily remove this. I will happily remove this. N plus 1. Or simply say what? N also no problem. Because 100 means 100 will not take, 99 only. So see that I will get the answer there also. Not a problem. I'll get the answer there also. Execute it. Say 5. You are getting the answer there also. Right? 5. What is happening here? N plus 1. N plus 1. I should say. Yes, I should say. Here execute it. Here you execute. The number is called what? 5 you say. What are the numbers are coming? 1 and 5. And 5 is not a number. 5 is not a number. I don't want to take that number. Plus 1 I should not write it. Because every number is a factor to itself. Last and final I am saying something like 10 you see. I got 1, 2, 5. But internally what is the time waste? 6 time waste, 7 time waste, 8 time waste, 9th time waste. Is it not taking more time internally? That's why always logics must be effective. That's why I wrote /by2 plus 1 I wrote. Understand students? Yes. So students in the online, is it clear? Is it clear for everybody? Can you please confirm it? Very good. And when I teach more number of programs, you feel more happy. When I don't teach programming, you should feel a lot of sad. Generally, classes means what? Suppose if I take Java sessions of mine, I used to take 4 months for core Java. Nowadays, they are completing in 1.5 month core Java over. Now Python also 1 month Python is over. Because of that, what is happening? Just to think about it. These are all called problems. Because more number of examples to be solved in the class. Right? Start. Next. Write a Python program. Write a Python program. Write a Python program. Which will accept a positive numerical integer value, and find sum of 1 to n, and find sum of 1 to n. Sum of 1 to n. Because these are all regularly asking questions in system test. 1 to n. ORR, you write. Another way I am giving. Write a Python program. Write a Python program. Write a Python program. Write a Python program which will find sum of first n natural numbers. 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 Natural numbers idea? Yes. Now, I am going to take logic analysis. Now I am going to take logic analysis. For every question, any question is given, I will go for the logic analysis immediately. What is my n is equal to student? 5. 5. This is my given number. If negative number is there, I will say invalid. What is the question says? First n natural numbers, sum I want to find. What are the numbers first of all? What are the numbers first of all? 1, next to 2, next to 3, next to 4, next to 5. Next I will elaborate this question. Sum of squares of first n natural numbers. Sum of cubes of n natural numbers. It is one of the system test question. So first I am going to take a small example. This you can do mathematically also. What is the formula? N into n plus 1 by 2. N into n plus 1 by 2. You can write by 2. How many numbers we have here? How many numbers we have? See guys, there n is what? 5. How do you write that? 5 into 6. 6 by what? 2. How much is that? 15. 2 into 3 by 2 into 3 by 2. 5 into 6. 5 into 6 by 2. So it is called what? 15 is an answer. So that is by formula we are getting. But by logic you want. By logic I want. So very, very important. Try to understand carefully. How I am going to solve this? I want to get the answer called what here? 15 is an answer. 15 is an answer I want to get it. How we do this? Here we are doing so far what we did, only generating the numbers and getting. And now I am going to do the calculation part also. How to do about this? Very, very simple, sir. Beginning, take a small example. There is a worker. Start with this. There is a worker who started his career. First day, what is the money amount with him? What is the money amount with him? He don't have any job. He started his working from tomorrow. Today, what is the money with him? 0. Right. He started the first day working. How many rupees he got it? What is the money he got it? 1 rupee. That is money is equal to money plus 1. What is the previous money? 0 plus today how many rupees he got it? What is the M value? Good. He is going for second day to the working state. What is the money he got it? What is the previous day money? Now today. How do you do that? M is equal to M plus what? 2. What is the M value previously? 1 plus 2. Stored in where? Next day going to with how many rupees? M is equal to what next? M plus 3. What is the previous money? 3 plus 3. Next day got how many rupees? Again add to me your previous part or not? What is that? M plus 4. How much is the value? 10. Next day how many rupees he got it? 5. Come on, say here M is equal to M plus what? Come on. How many rupees he got it? 15. At the end of the day he is counting. 15 rupees he got it. Initially started with what? 0. He is adding these numbers to this number or not? Can I write a code now? Say, what is that now? M is equal to what? 0. See how easily we can write the code. Beginning I am going to trying to see all the numbers are not there. In the day 1 you don't have the 5 rupees. In the day 1 you don't have 4 rupees. In the day 1 you don't have 3 rupees, 2 rupees. In the day 1 you have 0 only. First day you got 1 rupee. All the rupees are not there in the first day to add all at once. That's why we need to go for what? Generating that. How I am going to do? Come on. For I in range of 1 comma 6. 1 comma 6. In general 1 comma n. 1 comma n. In general 1 comma n plus 1. 5 means 5 plus 1, 6. Very simple, students. Say what now? M is equal to M plus I. Finished. M is equal to M plus I. I am accumulating my sum of values. For loop gives a value. I am accumulating to my previous money. Come on, start with. Come on, everybody try to understand what is the value of M initially. What is the value of I? Speed. M plus I. 0 plus 1 you need to say. 0 plus. Where are you storing in? What is the value of I? 1 or 2 na? 2. What is the value of M beginning? 1 plus 2. Where are you storing? What is the value of m now? 3. Go back to where? What is the value of I? 3 or 2? 3. M is how much earlier? 3 plus. How much is the value of m? 6. If you say 4, 5, 6, take your luggage and go to home. Next value of m? 4. M value previously? 6 plus I. How much is the value of m? 10. Next value of I? 5. What is the value of m earlier? 10 plus. How much is the value of m? Next value of for loop? False. 6. False. Reach to last element? False. Out of it. Out of it. What I am coming? Out of that. Where I am coming? Else. Inside the for loop I am accumulating my result. Here I am printing. Sum is equal to. Sum is equal to. Comma what? M. Students in the online, did you understand this logic, students? Did you understand this logic? Did you understand this logic? Very good. Very good. Let me go to the PyCharm. Now I will write the logic. Shall I? Yes, sir. Go to that. I'm going to write it. Look at. See that these logics, if you go on working with it, you will become one day expert in the programming. So now I'm writing natural numbers sum dot py. Natural numbers sum dot py. See, I will take it. Program for finding sum of first natural numbers. Natural numbers. Come on, students. N is equal to int of input of enter value of n. That is up to how many natural numbers you want to find. Right. Come on, next. Sleeping. Stand up. Stand up. Come here. Come. My favorite student you are actually. Sir is my sir. Sir will not say anything like that. Where is the books? Bring it. I did not expect from you, actually. I did not expect. Amma? Why? What you have done in night without sleeping? Watching videos or what? Studying Python notes? Studying Python notes? Really? Okay, very good. If you have done that, don't study throughout the night. Read only 2 hours. You know our class policy, right? Don't sleep first. Start. Studied? Studied. Python. You have seen? Which stand up, you stand up. You stand up. You sit down. Which topic is studied? Which topic is studied? You wrote the notes. Now I am writing. If n less than or equal to what? 0. Print. What is this now? Invalid input. Is which input? Invalid input. Invalid input. Very good. Dot what? Format of n. Very nice. Next after that coming to where? Else. Next. Hold on. Understand. Don't remember the program. Don't remember anything. Feel relaxed and then start the logic. What is my number? Sum of natural numbers. First I will take S is equal to what? Or M is equal to 0. Whatever you like it. M is equal to 0. Or KVR is equal to 0. Or something like X is equal to 0. Any number you take it. I am just accumulating the sum. S is equal to 0. Initial sum is that. Come on now. For I in range of 1, n plus 1. Beautiful. Say what? S is equal to S plus I. S plus I. If you are so much interested to use, if you are very much interested to print value of I also, no problem. Backslash T, print what? Format of what? I also you print it, no problem. After finishing that, coming to else, and just to say what? Print sum is equal to, sum is equal to, say what students? Dot format of I. Yes, sir. Yes. Yes. Yes, you print it. And inside of it, I am just writing here. I'm just writing here some decorative printing output I'm printing. Some decorative output I'm printing. So see that indentation carefully. And before that I'm writing, before that I'm writing. So I'm writing here sum of print, sum of natural numbers, sum of first five natural numbers, natural numbers, natural numbers. Right? What should I write it? Dot format of n. Beautiful. Finished. Sum of first five natural numbers, sum of first four natural numbers. I'm just printing that. Try to run this code. Try to run this code. I'm saying -5, invalid input. -5 is invalid input. Run the code 0, invalid input. Run the code, say what now? Say 5. See, my dear students, sum of first five natural numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sum is equal to what? 15. Next, run it once again. I say sum, I say, see that numbers. 1, 2, 3. Sum of 10 natural numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to 55. Able to understand? Good. The same program you can execute. Those who are liking Edit Plus, those who are liking Edit Plus, I can take the same thing, go to Edit Plus. I'm saying that go to this others and say Python. I can paste it. Coding is everywhere same, only just like a vehicle changing, driving is same. So just to say here, students, I'll go to this place, loops only, I will change here. What is this now? Numbers sum, numbers sum. I will say dot what? Py, py. Go to the command prompt, go to the command prompt, students, E colon, say go to our location, go to our location, Python 6 p.m. and say what? Loops is my folder, py, my program, py. What is that? Numbers sum. What is my program name, students? NUMS, sum dot what? Py. Enter the number here 10, 1 to 10, like that. I will say the number is called 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I say numbers are called 4, 1, 2, 4. I say the numbers called what? Say the number called 100. 100 numbers, 1, 2, 3, etc. printed up to here. Are you able to understand? I say numbers are called 1000 number sum. Are you able to understand? As long as sir is doing okay, I will also do. But when you go to home, everything is ready. Friends are ready. WhatsApp is ready. WhatsApp messages are 20 messages came. We have to give reply for that. So much tension is there. So who will do the tensions? That's why. Keep the friends aside, WhatsApp messages aside. Students in the online, did you understand, students? Did you understand, all of you? So go to this place. Whether it is Edit Plus or anything, it is going to be easy. Right or not? Fine. So shall I go to next? This is called what? First n natural numbers. I'll go for squares of n natural numbers. Cubes of n natural numbers also I will take it. Shall we take it? Yes. Are you feeling bored or getting interest? Frankly speaking, shall I cover more number of logics or just only enough now? Come on, say. Right, you will practice. Write down. Write a Python program. Write a Python program. Write a Python program which will accept, which will find, directly write, which will find sum of squares sum of squares, comma, sum of cubes, sum of cubes, sum of cubes, cubes, cubes of first n natural numbers, of n natural numbers, of n natural numbers, of n natural numbers. Clarity is there. So here what I want to do, please look at students, all of you. Go to our logics, please. Go to our logics, please. Once again, I am going to show you MS Paint. Please look at ma. All sorts of things requires logic analysis. What are my numbers once ma? You please confirm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? These are called what? First natural numbers. First, this is called first natural numbers. Natural numbers. Well, next after that, squares I want, squares. I want squares. For this number only, square I want. For this number only, square I want. Do you know how to do the square? How to do it? 1 star star 2. Exponentiation operator. What is that square? 1. Next please. Next please. 2, 2, 2. That is called what? 4. Next like that I will take it as what? 9. Next please. 16. Next 16. Very good. Next please. 25. I am taking 25. Observe my dear students. I got squares. But I want to do the calculating sum also. Yes sir. Simple sir. SS is equal to what? Here I said S is equal to, my dear students. S is equal to 0. S plus 1, S plus 2, S plus 3, S plus 4, S plus 5. What about the logic here, please? SS is equal to SS plus 1, SS is equal to SS plus 4, SS is equal to what? SS plus what? 9. Next, SS is equal to SS plus 16, SS is equal to what? SS plus what? 25. 25. I'm writing 25. Then how do you get this etc.? Writing a little bit code. SS is equal to 0. SS is equal to 0. Tell me, for I in range of, I in what? Range of 1 comma n plus 1. See students, first I will print. What is the value I am printing? Come on, first you print the value please. Format of, yeah. Who is that I saying? Huh? I star star 2. Why star star 2? To print its square. When I print I, natural numbers you are printing. Star star I star star 2, square of that number. Please apply students. SS is equal to SS plus. SS plus. Come on. You are not applying your brain. I star star 2. When I apply I, what is happening? 1, 2, 3, 4 will be done. You want 1, 2, 3, 4 or squares? Squares. That's why I star star 2. Understand? Good. Cubes I want. Cubes. Tell me without seeing the logic. Cubes tell me. Beginning onward. I forget. CS is equal to 0. Cube sum is equal to 0. Come on. For I in range of 1 comma n plus 1. Say print of dot format of I star star 3. I star star. What is star star operator called? Exponentiation operator. Come on. CS is equal to CS plus I star star 3. Instead of I star star 3, can I write any other way? Any other way? No. What you are doing, students? I. Don't know that? You don't know? I into I. Right. So you know everything, but when you come, subject is coming, we don't know. So this way also you can do. If I combine everything, it will become what? Sum of first natural numbers, squares, cubes, everything. Can I combine everything in one place, students? So here you watch it. Here you watch it. I will take my logic here once. Please observe it. I'm just saying here, observe it. I want to print one report here. Enter finding the sum of sum, comma what? Finding sum of natural numbers, comma squares and what? Cubes. Cubes I want to find. Everything I want to do it in one program only. Shall I? As usual, same students up to here. So here I will write it. First to remove this part. You don't worry about this message. After a few minutes, I will tell you this. Here I am writing \t, again \t, I say, again \t, say, comma, I star 2, comma, I star 3, I star 3. That also you don't worry. This also don't worry. First see the output. I am writing natural numbers. 1 minute. So I am saying file name I am taking natural numbers. What is that? Square and cubes dot what? Py. Natural numbers, squares and then cubes dot py. Save this code. Try to run this. Apply this. So this place. See students. Py is equal to something like 5. You see students. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is called natural numbers here. 1, 4, 9, 16 is called what? Squares. 1, 8, 27, 64, 125 is called cubes. Here I want to print a 15. Here I want to print their sum. Here I want to print their sum. Okay, na? So on the top of here, I want to print natural numbers, squares, and then what? Yes, I will go to this place. Right. Here I am writing, students, please observe it. What is this now? Natural numbers, NAT, natural numbers. \t, what is this now? Squares. And next is what? Cubes. Okay, \t, cubes. I'm just slowly writing logic one by one. Execute it. What is that? Inconsistent use of tabs. Line number 8. What happens? Natural number sum, \t, squares. Inconsistent use of tabs is giving. Why all of a sudden that message? So see that. Where is that? Inconsistent use of tabs and space indentation. Ma? Natural. All of a sudden, why this message? Line number 8. Okay. Inconsistent use of tabs. A different message. Tab error. Use of tabs and spaces. Print natural number sum. Print of cubes, squares. Why this message is coming first time? Making headache this one. Natural number sum. Natural numbers. backslash t, squares, backslash t, cubes. Range. So, coming to this. If indentation problem is coming, see how much dangerous error it is. Else. So, enter the value. Nothing is there. Nothing is there. Somewhere else, a small space is there. That's why this is giving. How much headache this is. So this is, I'm very much tension. This is tensionless job. This is. So whenever I get this message, I will get irritation because of these messages. So say add something, but we should not leave that error. If it leaves, it will accompany us. So we have to finish it off. We have to finish it off. We should not leave that errors. Execute 10. Okay. I will just go to what I want to do it. Backslash t. I will say go for 5. I got it. Understand? Nothing is there. I'm just taking that enter key, taking that enter key. That's a headache job. It's a DTP job. So we don't want. That's why in the beginning only we need to use tab spaces properly. Understand, students? Now I want to find the sum of it. How do you find the sum of it? I said, you say s is equal to 0, s comma, cs comma, ss comma, ss comma, cs comma, 0 comma 0 comma 0. What is that 0 comma 0 comma 0? Multi-line assignment statement. Do here what? Do here what? S is equal to s plus I. ss is equal to ss plus what? I star star 2. cs is equal to what? cs plus I star star 3. You will print here. What is this now? Say what? Backslash t like this. Backslash t like this. Backslash t like this. Dot format of s comma, ss comma, cs. Finished. Finished. Execute 5. Beautiful. Beautiful. So 15. Next is called this one 25. And next is called like this. Able to understand? Yes. So like this. You say next one more time. 10 you say. 10 you say. 10 numbers 1 to 10, 1 to 100, 1 to 1000. Understand? You say something like 25, 25, 25 related numbers will come. Able to understand, students? This is the way how you can do it. Important logic. Slowly we are getting into calculation, but much strength of the coding is increasing. Did you understand? Tomorrow class also, many more examples I will say. Conversion of Roman number to ordinary number, calculating prime number. I will introduce that much of little higher logics I will introduce. Saturday, don't go here and there. Don't feel that we are a software engineer now only. Come tomorrow class. So don't sleeping now. No. So I'll stop the class tomorrow. After going, listen. Later we can adjust. So we have to do what? These programs you have to execute first. Will you execute after going to home? So execute. And tomorrow we should be ready for this further execution. Students in the online, did you understand this logic today? Is this logic is clear? Yes. So today I did not Break is there, ma. Still break is there. I did not say that break completed, continue completed. Still it is there. I will explain that when I come back to next class with some more examples I want to teach. Break is there, continue is there, pause is there, inner loops are there. Still classes will be continued. Right. We'll stop it. And tomorrow class, we will go for continuation of further examples. Right. What, ma? Basha. Sir, could you please give me this Python code in notes? I'm uploading, na? Daily I'm uploading. Why separately notes this is? I'm uploading this notes, na? I think they did not download so far. So I'm giving daily, I'm uploading, ma. I'm daily giving these things in the uploading only. Please download. Right? Okay. KVR is a teacher of Python. KVR is a teacher of Python. Okay, my dear student, I appreciate on my, you keep a lot of hope on me. Definitely. Yes, ma. I will take definitely. Okay. Musician of Python. They will go on saying that. Right. So if any student prizes, I will not go